Alrighty then, we're done with the Bottle Grotto and we have the Power Bracelet now, which means we can explore yet more lands beyond Mabe Village. This time we're going to go east of Mabe Village, but first we're going to get a few useful things out of the mysterious woods that we weren't able to before. The first one is going to be an increased complement of bombs. Whoa! Wow. Boy, to the victor go the spoils, tell you what. Wow. Boy, I cashed out there. First of all, we're going to use the Power Bracelet to pick up this rock and reveal a staircase. And if we go in here and dust a little bit of magic powder on this altar, little guy's going to pop out. When I was a kid, I thought this guy was going to kill me. I was like, oh crap, I've walked into a trap. You woke me up from a fine nap, but I'll get my revenge. Yes? I'll let you carry more magic powder. No, I don't want to carry more magic powder just yet, because that's less immediately useful to me than bombs, okay? I'll let you carry more bombs, yes! Yes, I am ready for that. Hit me with it, baby. Oh, yeah, it feels so good, yeah. Oh, he acts like that's a bad thing, but he obviously doesn't know about the pocket dimension where all Nintendo characters hold their extra items. Whoa, hey, thanks for being there on the ambush, Bow Wow. We're not going to have Bow Wow around too much longer. Unfortunately, we're going to be taking him back home to Madame Meow Meow just as soon as we trudge through the mysterious woods here. We're going to go ahead and pick up this rock as well. No staircase under it. Thank you for eating those guys. We can now get the secret seashell in the treasure chest here. That brings us up to 3. And as soon as we get up to 5, we're going to want to go out east. We're going to be heading out east anyway, but we're going to go ahead and get 5 seashells and get ourselves something really nice as a result of that particular number of seashells. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself just yet, but there we are. That's how it is. Oh, and by the way, I can hold 60 bombs now. Whenever he allows you to carry more bombs, he automatically maxes out how many you can carry. So, 60 bombs. Pretty good to be able to carry that many bombs at this point in the game. Highly useful. So let's go ahead and let's part ways with Bow Wow now. Yes, a sad occasion, I know, but, maybe I can get a reward now or something, Miss Meow Meow. Oh, I know. I'm going to leave it up to the imagination of the viewer to decide which part of my body she actually kissed. Lucky. I'm going to repay you by breaking all your pottery. Bah! No, I'm just kidding. I'm just going to get out of here after that one. Don't want to do too much property damage. But I do like that I just have free license to walk around in anybody's house and do basically anything I want to it. Ah, the perks of being an adventure hero. Yeah, I could farm for money right now, but why would I do that? We gotta get out east to the next pertinent part of our journey. We're gonna go ahead, and there were rocks out here blocking our way out east, but now we can lift those rocks, and that's gonna get us out here. First of all, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go up in this cave right here, tucked away at the edge of this screen. There are some gels hidden around here, but since they're the kind that pop out of the ground, they only take 1 hit to kill, and they don't split off into tinier ones. Okay, wow, that's going to be really useful to me outside the cave. But why not pop in here and get 50 rupees, since we're going to be saving up for the next important item we have to buy from the shop, which is the bow, which costs a whopping 980 rupees, so we better start getting money together, scrounging that up now. Any chance of me killing you today? The winged Octoroks are the worst. You have to get them as they're touching the ground, which isn't always possible, but if you can, like, back them up against a tree or something, that's how you can do that. And this is a warp that will lead us to other parts of the map. That is, when we find other parts of the map, it'll only take us right here for now, because we haven't found any more of these things. But it did respawn the enemy, which is really nice of it. I guess I was in the air long enough for it to do that. Okay, good, he's dead. So now we go this way. We go south to a house. A house in the middle of the street. Actually, I'm going to want to go up there at some point, I do believe. We're not able to get in here just yet. This is Dungeon the Third, which we're going to make our way to soon. Hun? It says slime keyhole. Very helpful. we're just going to make our way through. There's lots of grass here, so if you want to look for money in the grass, this is as good a place as any, because there are weeds everywhere that you cut down. And people are not very careful with their wallets. They're always dropping cash around here, dropping health, whatever. But this is the house we want to stop at right here. This is Prince Richard's house. He's the most rockin' dude in the land, obviously, since he's obviously a genetic combination of Prince and Little Richard. I mean, who wouldn't want to have those guys' DNA sitting in him? That's great. But his story is not so great. My servants went berserk and I was forced to flee my villa. Well, I want the key to the slime cavern, if that's what you mean. Okay, let's make... No, I'm not up for that kind... Oh, okay, you just want me to get a golden leaf. I thought this was going to be a back alley kind of thing. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. Smashing! But I'm going to take advantage of you now, because there are actually 5 of them, and I thought you would say no if you had to get 5 of them, so I didn't tell you that up front because I'm a douchebag. Gonna need to do some digging, so buy a shovel. A shovel is required at this point in the game. Not to get the leaves necessarily, but to get the slime keys. So you're going to want to run off and get 200 rupees if you haven't already. Although that's kind of easy to just get by killing enemies and cutting down grass and and opening treasure chests and some combination thereof. So that's not hard to run into. What we want to do now, though, is we're going to do a few things on the way to the castle. Oh, yes, that's great. I'll just take a dip in the water since I'm not equipped with my rocks bracelet. My rocks feather. Boy, that would be awesome. Pick up things and jump. I'll just tuck the feather into the bracelet and I'm good to go. But there is, in fact, a secret seashell right here. If you were to take Bow Wow here, he would tell you to dig. And for good reason, because there is a seashell sitting between... There is a seashell sitting between these strategically aligned bits of grass. So, dig right here. And there it is. Number 4, I believe. Yep, and we're going to get number 5 on the way to the castle as well. There's a seashell right there in that tuft of grass, but we can't get to it just yet because we are not able to swim at the moment. Or Link just doesn't like going into the water without flippers, 1. But now it's time to make our way around to the castle proper. Let's see. Alright, we're doing pretty good. We got to avoid those. It's best to avoid the enemies that... Oh yeah, that's the hole that lets the spiders out. That's wonderful. We want to avoid that. We want to avoid these guys. We want to avoid the flying mushrooms that drop bombs. There are just generally some really nasty enemies around here. But we're going to pick up a lot of seashells right now before we move on. Excellent. Hey, albino moblins. They're just the same as regular moblins, though. I don't know why they bothered to make 2 different looking kinds of moblins, but they did. And this is the Seashell Mansion. This is where you go to redeem your seashells for prizes. You can actually talk to these guys right here, as a matter of fact. I'll tell you a secret. Use your sword to poke at dungeon walls. If you hear a hollow clank, you can break the wall with a bomb. So that's how you learn that, if you didn't know it otherwise. You can just talk to these guys, because they do look like they have faces, so why wouldn't you talk to them? I pity that guy, actually. They had to split his face in half to make a door out of him, so... I can't imagine he had too good a life. But if we go to the east of the Seashell Mansion, we'll find a seashell, appropriately enough. And now we have 5 seashells, so we should go in the mansion post-haste and try to redeem them. We don't have enough to get the main prize, but we do have a round number of seashells at the moment. If you get the bar to stop just at the top of one of those little portholes in the meter, then you'll get a box containing another seashell. We're going to come back here when we have 10 seashells, and do the same thing at the middle point of the meter. I like how you have to walk through like a little Super Mario World goal in there. I don't know why they put that in there, but it was a nice little decorative choice, actually. So now we're up to, as a result of going in the Seashell Mansion at the right time, we're actually up to 6 seashells, and we're about to get a 7th right here. Right here in this little maze of whatever these things are. Giant stale donuts, I don't know. I don't know what they are, but a lone rock sitting right there. That's going to be our tip-off that there's something important in there. Sitting right under the rock. Don't even have to dig or anything. And we're already up to 7. We're already 1/3 of the way to the goal. To our goal of 20 seashells. We're a little over 1/3 of the way there, I guess. Any chance of you jumping into a hole and dying? Yeah. I dig it. I dig it, Crazy Earth Mama. And now we go north to Candlelit Castle, but we cannot get in because, as he said, his servants went berserk. And there's no way we're pulling that drawbridge down, so is there another way in? As a matter of fact, there is. Not over here. We can't get over here until way later, actually, and it's not even really anything really all that important. Where we want to go is over here, and this is why it's important to have the trading sequence done up to this point, because as you may remember, excuse me, as you may remember, we got some bananas from Sail for giving him the canned food, Sail the alligator, on Taranbo Shores, damn it. Now I can't distinguish the joke name from the actual name. And this is where the bananas come in handy. We can forget about the bananas for a while, up to this point, but without the bananas, we're not getting past this monkey. Yes, give to Kiki. Yay! Davy Jones, Peter Tork, Mike Nesmith, come repay him. Kiki. Oh man. These monkeys are gonna change my life. Yay! I can't wait to eat those monkeys. But in their bridge construction, they left behind a single stray stick, which we are going to be using soon. You take it, because what else are you going to do with the stick? Just leave it on the ground? What kind of dummy would leave a stick on the ground? Well, we're a little bit closer to finding a way into the castle, but it's not going to be down these stairs. Excuse me. God, I am having real problems clearing my throat today. This is kind of annoying. There's a telephone booth. We haven't seen one of these yet in the game, but if you pop by, you can get a hint from one of the guys in Mabe Village that we didn't visit, but we don't need hints because we're awesome. This is going to be our way into Candlelit Castle right here. Just get rid of this grass, and you're in like Flynn. Kind of a little dungeony spot, but I need to jump on these guys because I need at least one heart. There we go. Back to full health. Now we're going to start finding ourselves some golden leaves once we're inside the castle boundaries here. I don't think this guy is going to give us one. Gotta get pretty close up on him to kill him. But one of the golden leaves is definitely going to come from this spot. All you gotta do is, this is kind of a whack-a-mole type thing. He throws bombs at you if you let him stay out of the hole long enough. But he only takes 4 hits, and once you've hit him and killed him, you've got a golden leaf. You can see how many you have on the sub-screen, and we've got 1 of 5. So let's keep on trucking. Whoa, 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 whoa. No pointy pokey, you guys. Or I'm going to take the swords away. There we go. We're going to want to walk around the outside of the castle a little more because there's at least one more to be found on the outer premises of the castle. Kind of a tough one to get, actually, because you have to get it from an enemy who's actively running away from you. So if it doesn't work out, you can just respawn him. It would be that raven in that tree up there. To get him out of the tree, you need to throw a rock at the tree. And hopefully he'll fly towards you so you can kill him. Thank you for cooperating, Mr. Raven. Alright, excellent. Now let's go inside the castle, because that's where the rest of those are located. Not a hard castle, it's not even technically a level. It's just, woo! Not a very nice little bouncy guy bubble. Oh, hey, an arrow right in the face. That's how we want to start things off here. But if we kill all the enemies that we can possibly kill in this room, the bubble guy accepted, we get another golden leaf. We're up to 3 already. Very nice. And a health refill, because God knows I needed that. And we're going to want to touch this button over here for easy access to the castle should we ever need it again, but frankly, we're not going to. It just really provides you an easy way out of here, that's all. Well, that's what it sounds like, but is that what actually happened? Yes, it is. And now we can go to and from as we please. We have undone some of the work of his berserk servants anyway. And now this is why you need bombs. You're going to need to bomb one of these guys open. Yikes. I need to be more careful about where I stand. But you bomb one of the wall figures and these things come... There we go. That was the one with the golden leaf. The other one is just not helpful at all, because he doesn't give you a golden leaf. But we got 4 of the golden leaves now. I need to stop letting that guy hit me. That guy over there with the mace is going to have our 5th golden leaf. He's really easy to kill, but we're going to take some precautions anyway. Let's just go ahead and, and push on the door, because that's really handy. All you have to do to open the door is throw a pot at it. Some of these, I think, have stuff under them, maybe some health. There we go. Always good to be at full health for a battle. And this is a pretty easy one. All you got to do is hit him. When he hits him, he'll stretch his mace out at you. If you keep him backed up against the wall, you shouldn't have too much trouble, unless you are a dummy who mixes up buttons like me. Just jump away from the mace. That's why I like to have the rocks feather out, so I can jump away from the mace when he tries to batter me with it. Woo! And he can go in all directions. He's a mace swinging fool. But right there. Thanks a lot, game. Thanks a lot for ripping me off there. I guess I'll fall and lose a little bit of health, but there should be some in one of these pots. I think it regenerates. So now that we have all 5 golden leaves, we need to go back and check up on old Richard. Old Mr. Richard Smoker. Hey, well, there's a bomb. I guess that's cool, too. No hearts? Fine, jerk. I'm just gonna go back and see Richard about that key now. Alright, I'm Cuckoo for you, Cuckoo Prairie, so hand over the key or we're having frog legs for dinner, Richard. Well, fortunately, he's a nice guy who stays true to his words, so we're gonna move the box and find our reward, which is just a maze. What a nice guy. Always making us work for our reward. Well, that's the Frenchies for you. Always work, work, work. But if we come over here first to this treasure chest, we'll get yet another secret seashell. Man, we are really racking them up quickly. We're going to get to 20 before you know it. So around here, you just want to generally watch out for seashells. Make your way through here. I don't think there's anything super special secret that's worth getting. But here we are at another maze. And now we're going to have to make our way carefully around, because some of these have holes in them and some do not. I think the way we want to go, though, is down. So, alright, we're making pretty good progress through the maze so far. Not, oh, hey, no. Boy, I almost got sucked in there. Okay, do we want to... Okay, we're doing pretty good, I think. Except for this part, which is where you want to jump over. That's the one thing to remember. This is the part where you need to cross over right here, because this path shows you the correct way up. I guess I didn't really have to jump over then. I could have just cut through. No, here is where you have to jump over. My bad. Because you will eventually end up cutting... You'll eventually end up cutting yourself into a dead end. So what you want to do is hop over there. There we go. Now I've got it together. And now we're going to be making our way to the left because there's nothing for us up there, so... Okay, looks like this is the way we need to go. There we are, right there. What does the cryptic riddle owl have to say to us? In soil sleep secrets beneath your souls. Translation, dig. So you get that shovel out, and you get yourself the slime key. So now we're going to go unlock it. We can open the gate in Cuckoo Prairie now. That's awesome. So now we need to make our way back. If you can retrace your steps, which I'm pretty sure I can. Gonna go ahead and not dig our way out. There's not really much use to be had in that. So, whoa, no, 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 no. That was stupid. Okay. Way out's just a little lower. Okay, and then up and through and make our way. Alright, back up to full health. So now all you do is leave the cave, and as you'll recall, the gate to Cuckoo Prairie is just north of Richard's house. Oh, great. Piece of power that I'm not going to get to use. Those are always the worst. Ugh. Gonna step out right now and not get to use it. Wonderful. Congratulations, Link. Alright, and up through here, and you remember where the keyhole was, and we're going to have to go back around to get to the slime palace, but it really doesn't matter. Actually, it's not the slime palace, it's the key cavern, this place. Wonder what we're going to be seeing a lot of in there. I couldn't possibly guess, but we'll make our way around to that key cavern tomorrow, and we'll explore it then.